All right, everybody, Big J's coming at you off the cuff through the week with a video here. And everyone's seen these Bear & Son Barlows, so I thought I'd better hop on the train and try this thing out. But I've been busy tonight. I didn't even get to go to the gym. We're toddler-proof in the house. We got my granddaughter coming, my son and his wife, and they're coming to visit for the holiday weekend. So I've been working on that all day, and this thing came in the mail, and I thought I'm going to open it up, see what it's like, and maybe do a video on it, and let everyone kind of see my thoughts on it. I mean, this thing is like right out of the box. I put a little oil in the pivot. That's really all I've done to it. And I've been watching all these videos on this. You know, Georgia Adventure put one up, I think, yesterday. Jersey Knife Guys put multiple ones up. He's got like all these Baxter's blades, but I come across a guy who I hadn't watched much of. And I think this is the first video I've seen of his, called Jigged Bone Junkie. So guys, he's got some good content, and I want you to go over and give him a sub. He's got 205 subs right now, and there's no reason, with kind of the content he's putting out and everything, we can't get him to 500 pretty quick. Overall, pretty good channel. He's right up my alley here with these traditional slip joints. So, and he was talking about, a USA product with some good quality. And he was really pleased with his, and I can see why. It just, look at that, there's no gappage. The other thing is, mine rides a little bit to the pile side, but she's not touching anything. So that don't bother me at all if it's just a little bit off, because this is going to be a user for me. I'm going to use this knife. This is carbon steel, guys. It says it right there. Carbon Steel USA on that tank stamp. And I did oil the pivot. We got Bear & Son USA on this with the bear print. Now here we got carbon 4th generation. Now I didn't know much about that. I still don't. But we look at the box here. We'll do a little run through of the box. You guys know I'm a box junkie, but I guess that's probably carbon red. SB, I don't know what that is, 180. SB, red some bone, I guess. Stag bone, I think is what that stands for. I'm not 100% sure, but you get that. Get this little certificate, some type of QR code. I can't see it to read it. And you get these bags. I like these bags. These come in handy, they really do. Especially if you're not going to use the knife and you're going to put it up. But I'm going to use this one, so I'll use this for something else. We'll just toss that to the side. We'll toss the box to the side. We'll toss the little certificate to the side, and we'll look at this one. So my initial impressions, the bone is exquisite. The jigging on this is just awesome on this bone. I mean, look at that. Look at the jigging on that. I mean, it is good. Centering is just a tad off to the pile side, but again, we aren't touching. There's a better view of it. And the action is a little bit lazy. Get her to the half stop. Now, before I oiled this, you kind of had to push it shut, but I mean, it is some lazy action. But this is out of the box with just a tad bit of oil in the pivot. I didn't want to flush it or anything. I'm like, I'm just going to oil this thing up, do it some justice, and make a video and see what it's like. But as far as the edge, she don't feel too sharp. I mean, she ain't sticky sharp or anything, but I'm sure if you honed that with a ceramic stone and then hit her with a strop, which is what I'll do, she'll be shaving sharp in about 2 minutes. Got the long nail pull. I really love that. We got this swedge and just this great long sheep's foot blade. For the price of this, now I've been pulling Baxter's blades. He turned me on to Red Hills Cutlery, so I've been ordering stuff through there. So you put in RH20 for 20% off. The total price to have this delivered, I bought nothing else, so of course you got to pay shipping, which is $7. But listen to this, $54 and some change total, and this thing was at my doorstep in less than 24 hours. I literally ordered this thing yesterday around lunchtime, and today it arrived before lunch. So, comes UPS. I don't know the designation they use for the mailing of that, but like flat rate or next day air. Well, I don't know. I know this comes from Kentucky. I'm northwest of that, so I was really pleased with this. The last thing I bought from there too was also just very fast shipping. So this is a 4-inch Barlow here. So again, yeah, it's total 4 inches. Now let's look at the blade on this thing. Total length on the blade is going to be 1, 2, 3, and maybe a 16th. Cutting length, 2 3/4 cutting length. You got a nice, yeah, you got the choil right here where you can sharpen it and not have to worry about, you know, getting a little smiley face or whatever down there because you don't have a sharpening choil. Well, let's look at it in my hand. I mean, it's a good blade. Again, the action, just a little soft on that close. Now I'm thinking the more and more I use this and the more and more I open and close it, it's probably got some polishing compound down in there. It's probably hanging up with that. So I may flush it, I may not. I just may roll with it and let it work itself out. I don't know. I just really don't care, honestly. That's a user. It's gonna be carbon steel. It's gonna be a meat cutter. I'm gonna use it. So it just really doesn't matter to me. I need something to start competing with my Stag Cell Belly I've been using. But guys, I have a few other Bear & Sons. You know, Boston Blade Reviews. He gifted me one. He gifted me this lock back. I have a small Stockman. It's in carbon steel. How you know it's in carbon steel? Because it says carbon right there on the shield. I also got a killer, just an absolute killer muskrat in carbon steel, but it's a Stag. Look at this thing. This was an exclusive for Smoky Mountain Knife Works in 2010. You'd be like, Jerry, how do you know that? Well, I bought this at an estate sale for $5 with the box. I got the box and everything. And I just sent Bear & Son an email, asked them about it. They told me the story behind it. So listen to that. Now, if we could make this sound like the other one, we'll be golden. We'll be golden if we can get her to get that snappability to it. Oh, listen to that. So yeah, this is my small little Bear & Son collection right here. I've got 4 of them now. But when I was buying them, I was like, you know what? I could have got the one for like 40, the Delrin. But I'm like, I want bone. I want the carbon steel. Just the bone is just a little bit more classier than the yellow. Does got a half stop. There's absolutely zero blade play there or the half stop. And I really love the tang stamp, CS USA. Then you got the Bear & Son with the bear claw on this side too. So yeah, there it is, guys. Again, I want everyone to check out Jigged Bone Junkie. I want to say the name right because I about messed one up the other day. So Jigged Bone Junkie. Also, like I said, Baxter's got a review on these. Jersey Knife Guy. Randy, the Georgia Adventure. There's a few other people too. This is just ones that I remember because I've been watching these things for like the past 2 weeks. I've been watching videos on these and I'm like, I haven't bought a lot lately. Matter of fact, the last flea market, I bought 1 knife for myself. I bought 2 knives total, 1 I gifted. So I just ain't been buying a lot here lately. I got the case event coming up next weekend, so I'm saving most of my knife fun money for that. And we'll see what I bring home from that. I know the razor is the event knife. I doubt I get that. I'll be on the lookout for some carbon steel stuff, maybe some tribal locks. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to get. But again, let's look at this back spring on this. I mean, that is some good quality on that back spring. Again, we know the centering's a little bit to the pile side. Not a big deal to me. It's okay. Got to remember, I paid $54 to have this thing delivered. And just a good blade. We'll get her. We'll get this action working. We'll get her to where she's got some snappability to her. All right, guys, we've been on here for about 10 minutes. I wanted to make it short and sweet. It's probably the last video I'll do for a while. So you may not see another video for a week or 2. I don't know. Hey, don't forget Kirby Creek Mo. We got the branch manager looking over things. Branch manager Barry. Get your wood turning and acrylic needs here from RDS Wood Turning and Acrylics. Don't forget about them. All right, guys, that's it. And we're wearing the wool brick today. Classy. All right, like, subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of this. You know, we know it has the little light action on the clothes, but it'll get better. All right, guys, take her easy.